person in the gray suit, who is he? All right, so you're the U.S. executive with which part of the United States? All right, so do you have documentation? You were outside speaking to the jurors, yes or no? Nope. Were you outside speaking to the jurors, yes or no?
Yeah.
You took it upon yourself to tamper with the jury. You are not allowed in this courthouse anymore. Do you understand? No. Do you understand? So do not come back into the courthouse.
This so-called attorney just got exposed trying to pull tricks on the court. Not only did he meddle with the jury, but the defendant he's linked to is facing some of the most serious charges imaginable. Kidnapping connected to a bigger criminal network. And if that wasn't shady enough, this fake lawyer was even bold enough to threaten lawsuits against the DA's office like he actually had real authority. Judge Boyd wasn't having any of it, and you could literally feel her anger rising with every word out of his mouth. Honestly, this case is disturbing because it feels like an inside attack on the justice system itself. The real mystery is, what's this fake attorney's real connection to the defendant? Could it be family ties, a hidden business link, or something even darker? Drop your guesses in the comments. And now, let's get into it.
All right, so are there any people in the audience who are here as support for someone? All right, so here's the rule, and I want you all to listen to me very carefully. If you try to communicate with an inmate in the box, you'll be told to leave this courtroom. You will not be welcomed back. Does everyone understand? Whether you're a witness or not, you will not be giving testimony in this court if you do that, because that interferes with the security of this courtroom. Does everybody understand? So anybody who's on this side who is not a defendant, I need you to move to this side, and the defendants on this side move to the left side, but nobody sit on the first row. Thank you.
Well,
that rubber band exploded. Oh, no, that's fine.
Come up here, sir.
All right, Joshua Patillo.
My wife and I worked many different hours, and to get him a job, to get him to and far for us, you know, without him driving, or if he has strict rules, can't work at night or certain times throughout the day.
Hasn't affected any of those prospects.
Not at this time.
And before he was arrested in November of 23, was he employed?
He had to be arrested.
So the conditions haven't had any effect on previous employment.
It hasn't at this time, except for requesting to attend the interview.
All right, the person in the red jacket, can you come forward, please?
She says she doesn't understand English.
All right, if she's underage, she should be in school. And my understanding is, for those who have children, are there any districts that are not currently in school? Nobody has children? Judson is back. All right, so she needs to be removed from the courtroom. I don't have underage people in the courtroom. All right, and the purple person in the gray suit, who is he?
He's the U.S. executive of the United States.
All right, so you're the U.S. executive with which part of the United States? All right, so do you have documentation? All right, thank you so much. You're excused.
You can step up.
Thank you. Have a great day. All right, so my understanding is that you were outside speaking with members of the jury. Is that correct? That's either yes or no. No. All right, so my understanding is that you were outside speaking with members of the jury. Is that correct? That's either yes or no. No. You were outside speaking to the jurors, yes or no? Nope. Were you outside speaking to the jurors, yes or no?
Getting me nervous. Yeah, detaining me. It's a difference between getting arrested.
This is what's going to end up. All right. And what division? All right. Do you have documentation for that? Oh, what is your name? Spell that. First name? Last name? Yes. Spell it. And where's your documentation that show you work for the federal government? All right. So you are not allowed to be in this courthouse anymore. You do not have any business here. If you are not a witness, you are not allowed in this courtroom. Do you understand? And you're not allowed in this courthouse. You know that you are not supposed to be speaking with the jurors in the hallway. You were. Those jurors were not asking you any questions. You took it upon yourself to tamper with the jury that is coming up here for jury selection. You are not allowed in this courthouse anymore. Do you understand? No. Do you understand? So do not come back into the courthouse. That means this courthouse. That means the courthouse next door, that is the historical courthouse. Do you understand? All right. All right. If you can see that he's escorted off the premises. Oh, God bless you too. This is what's going to end up. All right. And what division? All right. Do you have documentation for that? Oh, what is your name? Spell that. First name? Last name? Yes. Spell it. And where's your documentation that show you work for the federal government?
It only takes about 2 seconds of looking this guy in the eyes to realize he's a total fraud. He's out here claiming to be some kind of executive of the United States, which in courtroom language basically translates to completely delusional. My take, he's directly tied to this kidnapping ring and was trying to stack the jury for his own relative. That's not just shady, that's flat-out sabotage of the justice system. Jury tampering is one of the biggest lines you don't cross in law. It's a felony in most states, carrying anywhere from 5 to 20 years behind bars. And in a case tied to organized crime and violent felonies like this one, the stakes are even higher. If I were Judge Boyd, I wouldn't just throw him out of the courtroom. I'd have him cuffed on the spot. The sheer audacity of this guy, walking and dressed like an attorney, threatening the DA's office, acting like he had any authority, is unreal. It almost makes you laugh, but the danger behind it is very real. This whole mess shows exactly why jury integrity is sacred. Without it, the entire trial system crumbles.
All right. So you are not allowed to be in this courthouse anymore. You do not have any business here. If you are not a witness, you are not allowed in this courtroom. Do you understand? And you're not allowed in this courthouse. You know that you are not supposed to be speaking with the jurors in the hallway. You were. Those jurors were not asking you any questions. You took it upon yourself to tamper with the jury that is coming up here for jury selection. You are not allowed in this courthouse anymore. Do you understand? No. Do you understand? So do not come back into the courthouse. That means this courthouse. That means the courthouse next door, that is the historical courthouse. Do you understand? All right. All right, if you can see that he's escorted off the premises. Oh, God bless you too. But personally, I don't feel comfortable with using this jury as the jury pool because I don't know what was said. My understanding is that he is involved in a case here, not as a witness, not as a party whatsoever, but just as maybe a friend of a friend of a friend of a cousin. All right. All right, Ms. Compton.
Yes.
All right, and the other issue, you were not present, but you were number one for jury trial. However, the person who was here in the gray suit who said that he was with the US government, he was,
Mr. Ma'am.
yeah, he was speaking to the jurors in the hallway. So I don't feel comfortable with using the jury panel that we have.
And Judge, I'm not quite sure how to handle him. I did talk to Daniel about him, and I did make a call before the holidays to the jail. He has been filing all sorts of stuff in this case. I don't know what his relationship is with his family. I don't talk to them. I've never spoken to him. He has communicated with me threats that he's going to sue me in federal court and all kinds of stuff like that. But the thing that troubles me the most, and I called the jail to let them know, is that he evidently had an attorney visit on the video visit, not a recorded visit, an attorney visit with this guy.
Okay.
With my client. Now, I tried to find out if they had a record of that or how it happened. My client doesn't know.
Well, what I've done is I've asked that he not be allowed back in the courthouse. And the deputy took a photo of him. So somebody can let the sheriff know that he's not to have attorney visits if he's not his attorney.
If you're thinking that he's also right now a person who is on bond for an aggravated assault. So somebody might want to talk to pretrial services or his bond.
So somebody may want to talk to his pretrial services officer. And honestly, the name that he gave me, I don't even believe that's his real name because he seemed to be stumbling over what his name was. But the deputies did take a photo of him. So I'm sure that's going to be placed at the courthouses and they can place it at the jail as well.
I'm on the Bexar County website pretty easy with the name he's been filing things under.
Okay.
And he's filed stuff.
And what name did he give?
It's a.
Is it Henry?
Henry.
Okay.
Whatever that name is, that's his name.
All right. So before you leave here today, we'll take up that matter with the sheriff.
So yeah, this is a really wild case. The craziest part? This guy is actually scheduled to be sentenced later this month. My guess, he's either family to the defendant or at least close enough that he was willing to risk everything just to meddle in a kidnapping case. The way he tried to pose as an attorney and then threaten the DA's office. It was almost cartoonish, but also dangerously reckless. And let's be real, Judge Boyd isn't the type to forget details. You can bet every move he made is going to come back around at sentencing. But here's the bigger question. If people are bold enough to fake credentials and interfere at this level, how many smaller cases like this actually slip under the radar? That's what really makes this unsettling. So let me know in the comments, who do you think this guy really is? And do you think he's directly tied to the kidnapping charges? Thanks for watching, and take care.